On the night when the ocean was still, and the moon cast an eerie glow upon the water, a cold mist rolled in from the depths of the sea. It was a night, much like the one so many years ago, when the cursed ship, the Whispering Tide, carried its cargo of human misery across the Atlantic. Among the wretched souls chained below deck was a man named Kofi, torn from his homeland and bound for a life of servitude in a land he did not know. But Kofi would never see those distant shores. His journey ended in darkness and despair, his soul swallowed by the unforgiving ocean. Kofi's life ended violently on that cursed vessel. The conditions on the ship were beyond inhumane, a place where hope withered and despair reigned. Shackled in the stifling hold, Kofi's body wasted away from sickness and starvation. But it wasn't sickness that claimed him. It was the cruel hand of the slave masters. Kofi had become too weak to be of value, and in their eyes he was nothing more than dead weight. One stormy night, when the wind howled like a demon and the ship groaned under the strain of the waves, the slave masters decided to rid themselves of their burden. Dragged from the dark hold, Kofi was tossed overboard like a piece of refuse, his body plunging into the cold black water. The ocean swallowed him, and as he sank deeper into its depths, his final breath escaped in a silent scream. But Kofi did not find peace in death. His soul was bound to the very waters that had claimed his life, and in the depths of that ocean, a dark power began to stir. Every year, on the anniversary of his death, Kofi's spirit rises from the watery grave. His form is no longer that of a man, but a ghostly apparition, shrouded in mist and shadow. His eyes burn with the fire of a deep, ancient rage, and his chains, now spectral and unbreakable, clink as he walks the shores where he was thrown into the sea. It is on this night that the descendants of those who wronged him pay the price for their ancestors' sins. The first to disappear was the young son of the captain who had ordered Kofi's death. The boy, barely old enough to understand the world, vanished from his bed on a night when the ocean was still and the moon cast an eerie glow upon the water. The townspeople searched for days, but the child was never found. They spoke of a ghostly figure seen by the shore, a man bound in chains walking into the waves with a child in his arms. As the years passed, the legend grew. The children of the slave masters, innocent though they were taken, one by one, each disappearing without a trace on that same cold, misty night. The townspeople came to dread the anniversary of Kofi's death, locking their doors and keeping their children close. But no lock could keep out the spirit that walked the shore, driven by vengeance that time could not quench. Kofi's ghost would lead the children to the edge of the water, his chains dragging in the sand, before wading into the sea with them. Once they reached the place where he had been thrown overboard, they would vanish beneath the waves, never to be seen again. And as the ocean claimed them, Kofi would disappear, leaving nothing behind but the faint sound of chains rattling in the night air. To this day, Kofi's ghost continues to haunt the shores, his restless spirit bound by the chains of his unjust death. Each year, on the night he perished, he emerges from the depths, cold mist swirling around him. The descendants of those who condemned him still live in fear, for they know the curse remains unbroken. The ghost takes their children, leading them into the ocean's depths, where he himself was lost. The waves claim them, and Kofi vanishes, but his vengeance never fades. The sea whispers his name, a chilling reminder that justice, once denied, will forever demand its due.